So I'm super excited today to showcase a new MySQL integration. And this is an alpha product, was released last week for Hasura Cloud and Enterprise. And today I'm showcasing, today this alpha version has support for queries, relationships, and permissions. And we're working on support for mutations. So with that, let's go into a quick demo. So I have a local instance of Hasura running on my machine. I'm going to go ahead and click the connect database button here. And I'm going to select the MySQL alpha driver. Just going to give it a name here, MySQL test, and plug in this JDBC connection URL. So this is, we accept the connection string via the JDBC connection URL format. So I'm going to go ahead and connect database, and I can see that it was connected. View the database. I can see all the tables in that database, and I'm going to go ahead and track all of them. So all of these tables are now tracked, and I can see this is a Chinook database with a bunch of tables here, album, artist, and so on. Okay. Now, since I'm tracking these tables, it means that I can go ahead and start making GraphQL queries. So I've opened this GraphQL API, GraphQL interface, and I can see all of these tables here. What I can do is I'm just going to open one of them, the artist table, and just run a GraphQL query against this table. And what it does is it just shows me the artist ID and the name of the artist. Okay. Similarly, I can go ahead and query another table, and let's do the album table this time. So the album ID, title, and the artist ID that's associated with that album, right? So let me go ahead and make that query, and I can see that out here. Right? This is the album, the title of the album, and the artist ID that put out that album. Okay. Now, what if I want to make a query that just shows the artist names and the albums that they're responsible for, right? So what that means is I would have to define a relationship between these two tables, right? The artist table and the album table, to be able to make a nested GraphQL query. So let me go ahead and define that relationship. So I'm going to go to list of tables again, select the artist table, hit the relationship tab here. And then what Hasura has done is it's automatically suggested a relationship for me to add, right? So it's telling me that the artist ID column in the Chinook artist table can be linked to the artist ID column in the Chinook album table, right? So I can go ahead and add that relationship. And then when I go back to the API tab, then I can see that relationship when I click on artist, right? So I can see the relationship right here. So going back to what I wanted to do, I just wanted to get the artist name and a list of albums that they're responsible for, right? So I'm just going to click the title here and then run this query, right? So right there, it gives me the name of the artist and the albums that they're responsible for. Okay. So that's a quick demo of what we have with MySQL.